Hello, it's me, Kigan. Thank you for joining me again this week. As you can see, I picked a song just for my segment. I liked it very much. I like to think of myself like Sun Green, trying to tell the truth and expose what is corrupt and wrong. I cannot sit there and just deal with this. This needs to be stopped. Today, my topic is Common Core. I want to address the fact that children need to be educated about natural law and the deception of the occultists, the dark occultists, the deception to try to lure them into combat and just slave system where they're just working for the pigs. Want them to just accept it, and you need to tell them you do not accept this. Don't allow it, and be a truth teller and a light bringer to help change it. Now I want to read a poem. Start off with a poem here. It's called Detach and Create. Their education is deception, and their history is twisted. They want kids distracted with games and sports, with hopes they get enlisted. They sacrifice art and music. They bribe kids with because they fear creators' minds. They bribe kids with technology, hoping to keep them blind. Someone rescue them from the screen so they can bond with their creator and help us build a better world. His kingdom is so much greater. This constant distraction and always just distraction from being creative and not looking at potential of uniqueness and abilities and things to change the system. No, they want to keep kids playing games, video games, and whatever the latest technology equipment is. There's constantly eyes on the screen. They're not interacting with other people. It's just somebody needs to do something about this because it's not right. They need to think for themselves for a minute. Get away from all this stuff. Think for themselves. They need to imagine for themselves. They need to imagine what we see, like our vision to get out of this, not just accept it. Don't be an automaton. You're not a robot. Don't let your child be a robot. I wanted to talk about the concerns I have with Common Core. We were discussing this with a teacher the other day, so I have a little bit of an idea of what it is. She was saying about how the math of Common Core is ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. I don't know who comes up with this idea that all of a sudden that children need to learn these complex math problems that are absolutely impossible and frustrating, time-consuming, so they can't think for themselves. People need to learn how to meditate because you can get in touch with your creator, yourself. They want to keep you distracted. That's the trick. They want to keep everybody distracted with their stuff, their news, their world's religion, rituals, their advertisements, their corporations. They want to control you. They want you to be just a consumer and a slave to the system. They don't want any creative thinking. They don't want it. They want their way or no way. These people will steal ideas and use it for evil. Well, that's what they do. They don't give a damn. They're not creative in a good way. They find creative ways to hurt people and deceive people. And they've been doing it for way too long, and we are trying to bring it to an end. Now, I wanted to show a cartoon that we made of Common Core because I want to congratulate Indiana for rejecting it. Very, very, very good. So we're making some progress, but not enough, not nearly enough. Now, let me show you the cartoon and then we'll get to more about it. You can see right there, there's Indiana represented by a man with giving his finger to the pig wearing a shirt that says Common Core is cool, and the pig is angry because his agenda is not going to get through Indiana when he wants all of the children of this country and probably the world to learn this crap. Okay, now I wanted to tell you about that not only is the complex math that make kids upset and frustrated and just want to quit, that is messing with the masculine inside of the brain, the intellect, making people just angry and frustrated. And then on the feminine side, they want to promote non-fiction and take some fiction, most of the fiction out that most people have read for a long time. They want to just get rid of those fiction books. They want non-fiction promoted reading material, or what they consider to be non-fiction, which is usually mind control propaganda that suits their objectives to control the world. They have decided to eliminate a lot of fiction books that have been in the curriculum for years, which also separates kids and parents to find common ground. So the kids are just manipulated into believing whatever, which is messing with the feminine creative side of the brain, where they're taking in information that's claimed to be true by these monsters that control all the school books, and they want to get rid of anything that inspires creativity and imagination. They want to create monsters. It's absolutely ridiculous. This is Satan sponsored. I know it is, because the dark occultists, it's their idea. It's their idea. It's hurting. It's going to hurt children. It's going to make them feel like they can never succeed. It's going to rob them of hope and dignity. And more states need to stand up against it, like Indiana. Please follow Indiana's footsteps. I don't want to see kids have to be put through this. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's an unfair tool that evaluates teachers too as well. And they just want them to throw it in there, right there. They don't give a damn what the kids are doing. They don't care how the kids are. They just want to stress them out, to burn them out, and rob them of creativity. So they're constantly learning and doing their teachings with everything. And it needs to stop. More people need to stand up and say, we're not going to take this. We're not going to have our kids be taught this educational garbage. What we need is more people to stand up as light bringers and bring truth out, and have some schools that teach natural law, that teach what Mark Passio is teaching. He knows the truth, and we are trying to help communicate the truth. Please, stand up against Common Core and educate your children about the dark occultists and their agendas to brainwash. Encourage creativity. Tell your children it does not have to be this way, and make them believe in themselves that they can have creative hopes to come together and change this, because it needs to stop. It really does. Thank you for listening, and I will see you next week or the week after. Thank you.
Security couldn't get her down. She was welded to the eagle's beak. Torches